Hey, it's me again. Just talking to me. Yeah. Hey, roast. Hello, my name is Daniel, and I am going to be your guide through chaos house. Welcome. Glad that you. I hope we're good. What's up, guys? My name is Dan. I get the awesome privilege of being the student pastor right here at Christ Church Camden. I'm actually coming at you from my office today. We'll mix it up later. But listen, I just wanted to say welcome to Christ Church Camden. Welcome to chaos. The only thing is, you're not at chaos. You're not here at Christ Church Camden. You're at our first ever chaos house parties. Man, we're pumped that you are there. We're pumped. High schoolers that you're hanging at the Smith house, middle schoolers that you're hanging at the Witten house. We're so pumped you guys are there. House parties are going to be insane. They're going to be amazing. We're so glad that you are a part of the very, very beginning of it. It's going to be incredible. We're so pumped about what God's going to do in your guys' lives while you're sitting on the comfort of someone's couch. First off, Happy New Year. That's not first off. It's actually second off, but whatever. Happy New Year, man. It's 2022. It's insane to me that it's 2022. The best year ever. That's what we're going to talk about as we kick off 2022. We kick off January. I'll be real with you. It makes me feel really old. 2022, I was born in the year 1992. And it makes me feel old. I just can't, But listen, it's New Year's. It's the time of New Year's resolutions. It's the time of decisions we make for our lives, for this upcoming year, of how we're going to make our lives better, right? How are we going to have a better year than the last year? So we always make these New Year's resolutions. I kind of wonder too, why do we do them? And the really simple answer is, like we just said, we want to better our lives. We want to do something better. We want to be better. And then a lot of times though, by January, what's today? 12th, we've given up on our resolutions. I turned 30 this year. And a goal I've set for when I turn 30 is that I want to be in the best shape of my life, ever. And I'm not doing amazing. Let's just be real, back off a little bit. But I've been thinking through, if that's a resolution I made for 2022, I want to be in the best shape of my life. When I turn 30, I want to be in the best shape of my life. I've got to do a few things. I've been thinking through, what do I need to do? What do I need to put in place to meet that goal? I got to eat right. I got to be active. I got to exercise. I got to discipline myself, that kind of stuff. If I want to accomplish that goal, I got to do those things. I've got to put those things in place in my life. What about you? Maybe you've already thought of some resolutions. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you never think of resolutions. I don't know. But whatever your resolution may be, or whatever goals we're going to try to get you to set, whether they be sports, grades, band, theater, college, work, whatever they may be, you have to put certain things in place in your life to accomplish them. Let's say you didn't meet your goal last year. Let's say, man, you had a plan for 2021 and you just, you fell short, you bottomed out, you didn't get it. Whoops, you're terrible. If you do the same things you did this year that you did last year with the same goals, guess what? You're going to get the same results. You're going to fall short again. Now, whether you have a goal or not, honestly, we have a goal at Chaos, and it's about you. We want to lead disconnected and unfulfilled students to find a full life in Jesus. We want each and every student here in Camden County, at our house party or not at our house party, at Rush or not at Rush, to know and follow Jesus. Because we fully believe what Jesus says in John chapter 10, verse 10. He says, I have come so that you may have life and have it to the fullest. Another version says, have it in abundance. Another version, one of the cool ones, says, have a rich and satisfying life. That's what we're about. And if we're very honest with ourselves, some of us in 2020, yikes, some of us in 2021 didn't live a very full life. We instead lived a lonely life. We lived a worried life. We lived an empty life, right? We thought that the stuff we were putting in place in our life was going to fill us up. And instead, over and over again, we walked away feeling empty. Honestly, the only way we're going to change that, you and I both, is if we know and follow the only one who can give us life, real, true life, life to the fullest. And that's Jesus. The only way to have the best year ever is to follow Jesus. The only way to have the best year ever is to know Jesus. Because he gives us full, real, true life, life to the fullest. So why is Jesus the one who gives us this kind of life? Well, honestly, it's for a lot of reasons. But here in this passage in John chapter 10, Jesus says he gives us full, real life, life in abundance, life, satisfying life. He gives it to us because he is what he calls himself to be, the good shepherd. Shepherds, they're not really a thing in Southeast Georgia. We don't really see a lot of them. But back in the day, Jesus would be talking to this group of people. They were everywhere. They're all over the place. They're just these guys who are watching and taking care of sheep. I don't know if you know this. Sheep aren't like the most agile animal. They're not the most like aggressive animal. They're not the most dangerous animal. They're kind of vulnerable and kind of not so bright. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, that's sheep. Jesus calls himself the good shepherd, and he's calling us the sheep. And in a few different verses, he gives us why he gives us life in abundance. And the first thing he says is as the good shepherd, he saves us. Verse 7 in John 10 says, Jesus said again, truly I tell you, I'm the gate for the sheep. All who came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep didn't listen to them. I'm the gate. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved and will come in and go out and find pasture. Listen, Jesus, as the good shepherd, saves us. He loves us enough. He loved us enough and still loves us to this day, enough to take action for us, right? As the good shepherd, he took the ultimate action for us and laid down his life for us to rescue us, to bring us into his, what he would say, herd as a good shepherd, right? He brought us into his flock because he gave up everything for us to save us by dying on the cross. The good shepherd doesn't just save us. He says the good shepherd protects us. He says, I'm the good shepherd. This is verse 11. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand, since he's not the shepherd and doesn't own the sheep, leaves them and runs away when he sees a wolf coming. So listen, Jesus, as the good shepherd, he protects us because, again, he loves us. The good shepherd, man, the good shepherd saves us. The good shepherd protects us, guards us. The good shepherd also, at the end, he says, leads us. In the very beginning, he says, the one who enters by the gate is the shepherd of the sheep. That's Jesus. The gatekeeper opens it for him, and the sheep hear his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. Listen, Jesus, as the good shepherd, knows where he's going. Jesus knows the best way to a real, true, full life, satisfying life, life in abundance, life to the fullest. You want to know why he knows? Because he created life. He designed it to be a certain way, and he wants to walk us in that design for us so that we can have the best life. He wants to lead us there. And all we have to do is know the Good Shepherd and follow the Good Shepherd. How do we have the best year ever? How do we begin 2022 this month? How do we begin talking about how we can have the best year ever? Well, listen, we have the best year ever by knowing and following the Good Shepherd. Being saved and rescued by him, being protected and guarded by him, being with him, and being led by him, following the one who knows where he's going. It sounds cliche to say the best year ever. It seems unattainable to think that, man, you can have the best year of your life in 2022, but I promise, and we're going to talk about this more as we go, the best year ever is one where we know and follow Jesus. Anything else is going to fall short. He's the only one who's going to make it really, truly the best year ever. Thanks for being the House Parties.
Yeah.